Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Lost Ark video. It's Topical Tuesday, which means we take a look at the subreddit over the last week and we see what people have been posting. I am recording this on Monday, admittedly, because I am going to be doing some stuff coming up this week, so I'm not going to have time to record the videos, so I'm going to record it one day ahead. Look, that's a little secret between you and me, a little behind-the-curtains movie magic sneak peek. But, that being said, let's take a look at what's been happening, fellas. And of course, consider giving the video a like. It makes me feel better about my life decisions. And consider subscribing if you're somebody who watches these videos every week and hasn't subscribed. I get it, but we're trying to go for 8K now. Thank you guys so much again for 7K. You guys are fucking amazing. And I love each and every one of you. Even if you're a hate watcher for some strange reason, I still love y'alls. Let's do this. Let's start with this set of posts. And let's see where this takes us. Where this takes us in life. Where the wind blows, as it were. Hello everyone, I'm releasing LOA Buddy, a companion app that features useful calculator tools and market pricing. Currently has the following features: material pricing, you pull data from the API or manually input prices, shows the cheapest source for materials either by buying it from the market or exchanging it via Stronghold. Market API supports all 3 regions. I try to scrape prices every 30 minutes, but no guarantees. Crafting calculator, calculate the profit from crafting items in your stronghold, has the option to use market prices or only or use the lowest prices calculated material prices. Stronghold arbitrage calculator finds opportunities for profit by arbitrage by using stronghold exchange, calculates the profit from exchanging various items. Mari shop calculator, self-explanatory. Historical market pricing. Let's take a look at this. Interesting. What do we got here? Let's hit the crafting calculator. Holy moly. Yeah, so I think the nicest thing about this is just the fact that it pulls prices automatically. And it's nice to not have to do this shit manually. I mean, in a lot of cases, you're still probably gonna have to do it manually. But I think this website is probably the go-to now for like crafting calculator. Though if I were to use this old crafting calculator, I still probably would use the old one since it's just what I personally use. And if the old thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type shit. But this is very nice and a very nice tool. Market API. I was going to say, there's no API supported, right? Market API, did you find a hidden endpoint somewhere? Or is this a bot scanning prices with something like OCR automatically? It's an OCR bot. Please don't ban me. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way there's an API. They're not given the API. And then obviously there's just people posting things about things. And then, of course, this is like the big thing for this week is the roadmap that kind of got updated. They changed some things with the roadmap. Is this the post? Yeah, this is the post. So the team update, July 2025. I'm not going to go through this word for word, but basically, for the stylebook stuff, they're going to be moderating and applying penalties for uploads that attempt to depict sexual acts, character nudity with skin dyes, and other disruptive or harmful content. It's kind of funny that they just, like, directly came out and said this, but there's no, like, well, it's in the game, so it should be fine. Just don't try to do it, man. July update. They are re-adding the Maharaka Festival, which I think is good. I mean, it was kind of weird to me that it was missing from the first one. But, yeah, Maharaka Festival's coming back. What do we got going on here? Progression update, right. This is the big thing. Powerpass, specifically. We saw a lot of player requests for our team to attempt to move the Valkyrie Advanced class from August to July. While the class won't be ready, we also saw a lot of requests bubbling in the community of the progression events active for people who are returning or interested in starting. So we made the decision to release the Power Pass and the Mokoko Express challenge early in the July update. This shift means that the players interested in making the Valkyrie Advanced class will need to wait, but we think giving the new players, the newer returning players, the ability to hop on right into the action will be a better experience overall. 100% agree. It's strange that you needed people to tell you this, but I'm glad that you did change it. 100%. But this does mean, if you want to use Power Pass in the events on your Valkyrie, they're telling you in clear words that you need to wait, because there will only be this one event. There will not be another specific event for Valkyrie. So if you want to use these events on your Valkyrie, you must wait. Do not expect to get another event. And they even say it directly here. For those who wanted to create a Valkyrie, nothing will change. The events will still be live for several months after the release of the class. Plenty of time to progress and unlock all the benefits offered by the Makoko Challenge Express. We will provide more notes reminding players to save the events for Valkyrie if they're planning to use them when the class is released in August. We are planning to have an additional event. And being the keyword. An additional event that will release in August. Similar to past road/path events. Okay? So there's not going to be another Power Pass or Express, but there will be an extra, like, path to fucking Echidna, my ass cheeks, or whatever going on. So just keep this in mind. They're making it very clear. Long-term projects. We're currently targeting this fall around October to merge NA West and NA East. So we'll have one region for North America and one for Europe. We've seen a lot of player feedback requesting this merge along with questions regarding when it may happen, so we wanted to provide an update. There's a ton of details we'll dive into as we head towards the merge and the future team updates along with dedicated policies about the merge, but we wanted to be transparent about when we anticipate this arriving. This will be a major project requiring a lot of the team's attention, so we'll need to put some other projects on the back burner, including work on the API. We'll provide future updates on the API when we're able, looking to adjust internal resources in the meantime. I don't know. It's interesting to me how, again, they've failed to mention like anything about the main issues when it comes to the server merges historically. Obviously, you have the ping issues from the people who are not from these specific regions, but are playing on them, like Oceanic players playing on West, for example. And then obviously the other second big issue is the name issue. How are they going to do the names? One region is just going to lose all of their names, which if you've been playing for over 3 years at this point is kind of a very fucked up thing to have to just deal with. I understand not everybody necessarily gives a shit about their character's name in an MMO, but even if you personally don't care about your MMO name, it is literally the thing that uniquely identifies your character apart from all of the other characters in the game. And just conceptually, even if you personally don't care about it, I don't understand how you can't see how other people might care about that. And I've said this every time they've done a merge. Like, the naming policy, just one region losing all of their names is not acceptable, especially in 2025, with how many different ways we have to either allow duplicate names or like a unique identifier, like a battle tag system, whatever the fuck. It's just not acceptable in 2025 to lose a character's identity in an MMORPG. But yeah, that's how I feel about it, at least. TLDR from this man's here. Very good, very good. Another massive W. Thank you so much for the earlier Express event plus Power Pass plus another smaller progression event. Y'all are doing so much better with player feedback and making this game so much more fun to play and more fun. Much love to the team. I'm happy for y'all and NA getting that merge. Yeah, I mean, I think overall it's very good. 100%. I mean, I've already kind of just talked about the things that I have potential issues with the merge, but at the end of the day, the merge has needed to happen, which is why I'm confused as to why they didn't mention any of the reasons why they delayed the merge in the first place. Because they were going to merge a long time ago, and then they were like, okay, well, we're going to figure out a better solution to the problems that people had with the merges before. And now they're like, okay, we're doing the merge now. And they haven't said anything about the problems that delayed it in the first place and like what their solution is going to be. I don't know, it's just weird. Because if you remember, long ago, NA West and NA East were going to merge. And I believe the cited reason why it ended up taking more time was due to the Oceanic players specifically. And I know a lot of people were complaining about the naming issue as well, because I do think it is a proper problem. And then they were like, okay, well, we're going to take some time and figure this out, and we'll get back to you guys later. Which is what the initial delay for the merge was. So it seems weird that now they're coming out and being like, yeah, we're going to do the merge on this date or this month, but not talking about like the initial reasons why it got delayed in the first place, as if they hadn't thought about it at all. I don't know. Just weird to me. I wish I would say what item level the event will be. Why hide the information? They don't know, as always. We'll know right before the night before patch from the Russian patch notes. It'd be nice if they gave some information about the item level requirements for the Path 2 event. Path 2 event. I agree. Fuck, I love this music. Temple of Time goes crazy. There should always at least be a Power Pass event. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is from last week. Still 100% agree with this. I won't go over this again. There should always be a Power Pass going on. Next. Lost Ark is amazing. Lost Ark is honestly one of the best games I've ever played. First started in 2023. Had to take a break for personal reasons. I feel like I've read this before too. I don't think so though, because I would have recorded this on Tuesday. Had to take a break for personal reasons. Now that I'm back, I realize just how much I missed it. Combat feels fluid and satisfying. The visuals are stunning. And the world is so immersive. The progression system is rewarding, and the content sense of achievement keeps me coming back for more. What I really love is how the game makes you feel like you're always working towards something meaningful, whether it's upgrading gear, exploring new regions, mastering your class. It's not just fun, it's motivating. Lost Ark really delivers what I personally look for in a game. This is the most ChatGPT sentence I've ever read, or paragraph, I suppose, if you can call it that. It's like 2 sentences. It's not just fun, it's motivating. It's not just X, it's Y. I don't know, man. Am I the only person who sees this ChatGPT shit and everything, and I just fucking roll my eyes? Because, like, you can't even write a post yourself. I don't know. I don't know, man. Welcome back, though. I'm glad you're having fun. Chinese server second anniversary party cosplay. Oh, fuck. It was Echidna? Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty sick, dude. I'm gonna be for real with you. I still can't get over the fact there are no Lost Ark cosplays outside of Chinese and Korea, like we see in the video. Lost Ark has so much cosplay potential, so many memorable designs, both allied forces, ways in, etc., and villains. Yeah, part of the reason the game is just more popular in Korea and China than global. I mean, the game itself is not super popular, right? I think in order for a franchise to be popular, or I think in order for, like, a thriving cosplay scene to exist for something, the franchise needs to be, like, popular. And that isn't to say that Lost Ark didn't release super popularly, but one, there's no, like, real convention presence for the game anywhere. Two, the game isn't super popular anymore, and it hasn't been for a very long time. Yeah, I don't know. The Chinese publishers be going hard for this game. I don't know if it's like this with others, though, but it's good to see they understand the audience, unlike a certain... Our voices have been heard. Is this the Power Pass thing? Yeah, I'm positive this is the Power Pass thing. And then I think this is another Power Pass thread. Huge shout out to the team at AGS. Been loving the communication lately. And the update is freaking amazing. Shows they're listening to feedback and responding. Doomers in complete shambles. Doomers are complaining there aren't 2 separate Power Passes in July, August, so new players can start building around her. What is this narrative about alt rosters? It's so strange to me. I feel like the veterans who have 1 million alt rosters aren't making them themselves. Am I crazy for thinking this? 99% of people that I personally know and knew playing the game, they would, either buy super cheap accounts from people who are quitting or have quit the game. Like, we're talking like $50 for a fucking 31680 account. with no gems or anything, obviously. It's like just like the item level characters. Or it's people who have quit their old accounts to farm gold. Nobody's sitting there making alt rosters. Am I crazy? Way back in the day, sure. Now, no shot. Also, am I crazy? I have not seen... Granted, I don't look at the Lost Ark subreddit very much, but I have not seen anyone complain about not having 2 power passes. They're slowly, emphasis on slowly getting better at making the game more tailored to us and actually listening to our feedback, which is nice. I'm a bit surprised we have not yet a glimpse of what Paradise looks like except for a few descriptions. Hopefully it'll be good content. Can someone tell me what the big W is? Isn't it simply the roadmap server merge? Well, it's also the progression event being bumped. But yes, it was essentially the same thing. Plus Maharaka Festival, which I do think is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, brother. Anyways, I think that'll be it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, as always. Make sure to like the video if you like it, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you to my YouTube members. It's Biscuits, Inner Diz, I'm Nufu. Love all of you guys very, very much, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!